What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on the Justice League movie. So yesterday we got some confirmation from the actors who are actually in the Justice League movie. These aren't rumors, these are actually information from the people who worked on the movie and who are the stars of the movie, that the Justice League movie is a Zack Snyder movie. And we got confirmation that Zack Snyder is an absolute genius. He played everyone into thinking his vision wasn't going the way he wanted, when really he created the darkest night before the lightest dawn. What do I mean by this? Well, within his 3 movies, which you don't know, obviously he directed Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, and the Justice League. His plan was always to make the universe dark and gritty before making the Justice League a lighter tone movie post Justice League, post towards the end, which is pretty amazing because Batman vs Superman got heavy criticism for being so dark and gritty. But let's face it, guys, who didn't want to see Batman and Superman smash each other? Well, we know you did. You're a liar if you didn't, because the numbers are crazy. Seen as critically, it was a disaster, but at the box office, numbers don't lie. It grossed a lot, so you can't say it was bad. People weren't happy that it was a different version of Batman, different version of Bruce Wayne. Batman killed. Yes, but what's the point of having a generic, boring Batman? Why copy the Nolan brothers Batman? There's no point. So at least you can say that Zack Snyder's made Batman a different version of Batman. So everyone thought that Joss Whedon... Everyone thinks I don't like Joss Whedon. I think Joss Whedon's really good. I just didn't like the way that they were discrediting Zack Snyder's work when they had no actual evidence. So everyone thought that Joss Whedon was going to be the saviour, that Joss Whedon was going to turn Justice League into the Avengers, but that's not the case, and we've got actual evidence, not clickbait stuff, evidence. So let's get into it. Ezra Miller told Empire Magazine The Foreign, "The first time I ever sat in Zack's office, he told me people were mad at him for making things too dark. So Zack always intended for Justice League to ride out the darkness and maybe even bring Batman with them, maybe an inch." So what does this mean, guys? Well, Ezra Miller had a cameo role in Batman vs Superman, and he also had a cameo role in Suicide Squad. So what does this mean? This means that Ezra Miller knew the vision for Justice League before they even started to shoot it. So when everyone was coming out saying it's going to be a lighter tone because of Joss Whedon, Ezra Miller must have been laughing at everyone, because it was always the plan. It was a massive plan. There's been so much time between Man of Steel and the Justice League movie finally coming. And also, some other information. We know the movie is totally still a Zack Snyder movie. Yes, Joss is helping out a lot, because obviously we all know the personal family issues that Zack Snyder had. Had this not happened, he would have been totally in control. But obviously it's still his movie. Obviously Josh is just doing work that he wanted. So I quote, "This is a Zack Snyder movie," Wonder Woman actress Gal Gadot told Empire. Josh only did a few weeks of reshoot. He was Zack's guy and knew exactly what he wanted to get. He has a beautiful vision. So guys, I really can't understand how people still think it's a Joss Whedon movie. I do actually think it will be a little tiny bit better now that Josh is really good at getting characters to kind of develop, like character development, kind of getting the audience into buying into what they're trying to sell. So from that aspect, I think it's a good idea that Joss is part of the Justice League movie. But I think it's awesome that Zack had this gritty plan, and then when Superman rises in Justice League, make everything light again. That was another criticism of Zack Snyder. A lot of people didn't like his version of Superman because he wasn't like the generic kind of Christopher Reeve version, which personally I had loved the fact that they didn't do this. I didn't sense that we were moving on to something that felt like the Avengers. Josh is more than just an Avengers director, he explained. So that's cool, because a lot of people are worried that they're just going to turn the Justice League into another boring, generic Avengers kind of movie. Yes, I like the Avengers, but let's be honest, guys, it is PG-12. It is for kids. The characters aren't very good, except for Loki. The villains aren't very good. He's a good storyteller. full stop in midstream. Joss got on, and part of what interested him was the puzzle aspect of it, fitting in the pieces that weren't there yet. He put the rest of the pieces in and gave it his own interpretation. So what this means is, yes, Joss will get writing credits because he most likely did write up to 30% of the movie, but he didn't rewrite everything. Because if you go and read the Empire magazine, you actually see that every actor is saying that it's a Zack movie. I know you could say they're contracted by Warner Brothers, they're not going to say anything bad about it, but at the same time they're not going to lie just to make you come watch it, because you're not more likely to go watch it because it's a Joss movie than a Zack Snyder movie, in my opinion. And I think it's so cool that Zack Snyder has set up the darkest night before the light of the dawn, and that is most likely going to be my title, which is awesome, guys. So let me know in the comment box down below, do you think it's really cool that Zack Snyder set up this really dark and gritty universe, which personally I love, and then they're going to make it a lighter tone? But this was his plan from years ago. This was always his plan, which is quite interesting because everyone thought that Joss Whedon was the kind of person behind that. So I think it's so cool, and the fact that he's kind of doing the darkest night, the light of the dawn, makes me think that Superman's return is going to be catastrophic. Not catastrophic, that's the wrong word. It's going to be absolutely insane. Anyway, guys, this has been the video. Please like, subscribe, and comment if you want to. I do videos like this all week long. I also cover MCU stuff, the Flash stuff, the Arrow stuff. More of that stuff coming next week. Then the TV shows come back. But mainly Justice League and kind of MCU stuff currently. Hit that bell button down below, that red button, to help the channel grow. That would be awesome. And we will catch you in another video, guys, very soon. Catch ya later.